fine. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everything?
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, Charisse. It's nice to hear you. It's nice to see you. What about you, Abigail? What's the weather like in Santa Cruz? Can you tell me?
¿Cómo se decía templado, teacher?
It's warm.
It is warm.
It's warm. You remember? I'm going to write here. Yes. It's warm. Okay. It's warm. It's cloudy. It's partly cloudy. It's raining. We are 25 degrees, right? You can also say it's 25 degrees. Let me check. Okay, let's start. Shall we start? We're going to start reviewing the verbs, and then we're going to see what are your plans for the future. Yes. So the 5 of you, I want you to pay attention to this list that I'm going to show you. So we are 5, right? Yeah, that's nice. So here you don't have any context. You just have the verbs that we need to use. Yes, here you have the whole verbs. For example, the verb ask, right? We need to put it here. I asked the taxi driver when he... So this is a story. This is a little more difficult. We're going to try to do it. First of all, let's check the verbs. Let's divide them in 2 groups, right? Remember, we have the regular verbs and irregular verbs. So we have 3, 6, 9, 10. It's perfect. We're going to start with, let me check. Okay, we are 6 already, 7. So let's start with Fernando, please. Fernando, can you tell me the past of these 2 verbs? What's the past of these 2 verbs? Arrive, fly.
Arrived. Arrived con ed al final.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. Arrived. And what about fly? What's the past simple of the verb fly?
Flew.
Perfect. Yep, that's it. So we have here arrived and flew. Yes, thank you. Now we're going to see the other 2 verbs. Let's make this question to Sebastian. Sebastian, what about the verb go and pay? What are the past simple? Go and pay.
Sería went, teacher. Went.
Yes, and pay. It's regular.
Paid.
Okay, paid, right? Paid. Thank you. Now let's listen to Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, what about the verb say and stop?
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, Juan Carlos.
¿Qué estamos haciendo?
So here we have the verbs. We're trying to remember the verbs, but in the past simple. Yes, we need to remember the verbs in past simple. So what are the past simple of the verb say and stop?
Say and stop.
Mm-hmm.
In past. Say, creo que era said.
Said, right? Said.
Stop, stop.
Perfect,
No.
stopped. Yep, that's it. It's
Okay.
perfect. So both of them are regular verbs. We just add ed. Be careful with the stop because we're going to add double P, right? Atención con stop porque al final vamos a doblar la última consonante. Double P, ed. Stopped. Thank you. Edson, please, what do you think about the verbs take and tell? What are the past simple of these two verbs?
So, no estoy seguro, pero creo que take is took.
Perfect.
Tell, tell, no.
Told.
No recuerdo. Eso sí
It's
que
going to
no.
be like told. Como el verbo
Told.
sell, sold. Yes, tell,
Yeah.
told.
Told. Told.
Yeah, perfect. That's it. Anyway, I'm going to write them. Yeah, don't worry. So let's finish with the last two verbs and let's listen to Sharisti. Sharisti, what about the last two verbs? Think and want. What are the past of these two verbs? Yeah, probably think it's a little difficult, so maybe we can start with want. It's a regular verb. So what do you think about want? Sharisti? No? Okay, so probably Jordi can help you. Jordi, can you help Sharisti? What about the last two verbs, think and want? What are the past simple of these two verbs?
The thing creo que es talk, algo por ahí.
Thought, yeah, thought.
Y the want, no me acuerdo bien.
It's regular. Yes, it's regular. ¿Qué pasa con los verbos regulares?
Se le agrega la ed.
Yes, so it's going to be
Wanted.
wanted. Perfect. So I'm going to send you, that's it. I'm going to send you the link of this text. Please pay attention to the text because you don't know where is going to go the verb ask, for example. But here you have the example, right? I asked, how much is it? Yes? So take your time to read the text and to choose the correct verb in the correct number. You have 10 spaces and you have 10 verbs. Yeah, I'm going to send you the link to do this activity. Read the text. Write the verbs in the correct space. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to send you the list. Let me stop sharing. And here I'm going to send you the link of the verbs. So please start doing that. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Or that's not what I wanted to do. Yes, Jose Luis, do you have any question?
Sí, teacher, le quería decir que tengo que hacer el ejercicio 3 y se lo mandan a su privada una captura, teacher.
Yes, please. Anyway, I'm going to send you the verbs.
Entendido, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, so for the irregular verbs, fly. Okay, so how are you doing? Have you finished? Okay, perfect. Well done, Harold. Thank you so much, Abigail. That's nice. So, what about the rest? Have you managed to do it? Okay, so we are 14. Here I need to have 14 answers. Thank you, Fernando. Perfect. So it wasn't that difficult, right? That's good. Okay, now that we have warmed up, should we continue? What about the rest? Or shall we check? Okay, one more minute and we continue. Yes? I'm going to wait for your answers one more minute. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the ones that didn't send the answers. And those are Dana Edson, right? Dana and Edson, please, I want you to help me with this exercise. So Dana, what do you have in number 1 and 2? Dana, are you there?
Yes, teacher, ¿me habla a mí?
Yes, can you tell me please number 1 and number 2, what do you have? Which verb are we going to use in number 1? 2 summers ago, we on a trip to New York. Dana, you know the answer or not? And okay, Edson, please, can you help me with number 1, number 2? What do you have here?
Con la primera y la segunda, ¿no, teacher?
Yes.
Number 1, go to.
Okay, yeah, we normally go on a trip, but what's the past simple of go?
Is went.
Okay, so went on a trip. Number 2.
Era en pasado. Con razón me salió todo mal.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're seeing the past simple.
Sí, no. Agarré y directo.
Yes.
Bueno.
In verb I send you. Regular verbs, irregular verbs, past simple, right? Go.
Sí.
Okay, what about number 2?
Well, we.
We say we're in Manchester, in the United Kingdom, in Europe, to the John F. Kennedy Airport, that it's in New York, United States, right? So we're going to go in an airplane.
Flying. No. Flying.
Okay, what's the past of fly?
Flying. Flew.
Flew. Yes,
Flew.
it's going to be flew. Thank you, Edson. Now, who didn't do this part? Janet. Janet, what about number 3 and 4? What do you have? The journey was long, but we were very excited. We are from a little village and we really to visit a mega city like New York. Janet?
What?
Actually, we don't have the verb to be here. No tenemos el verbo to be en esta lista. Y con we no vamos a usar el was. We was. Could be we were, but no, we don't have the verb to be. So we were very excited, right? Estábamos demasiado contentos. We're from a little village and we really to visit a mega city like New York. Queríamos visitar una mega city like New York. So, how can we say queríamos hacer esto? Visitar in the past.
Want?
Okay, in the past simple. What's the past simple of want? Yes, you
Wanted.
have here the answer. Wanted. Yes, and we really wanted a mega city like New York. So when we at our destination, cuando llegamos, how can we say that in English? Which verb?
Arriving.
Arrived, perfect. We arrived. Yes. Thank you so much, Janet. Now we're going to listen to who didn't present it. Pedro. Pedro, please, can you help me with number 5 and 6? Yes, number 5 and 6. So here, number 5, we a taxi to our hotel in Manhattan. So I want to say in English, tomamos un taxi. How do we say that in English, Pedro?
Okay. Number 5, 6, ¿cierto, teacher?
Yes. We a taxi to our hotel. ¿Cómo podemos decir tomamos? Tomamos un taxi.
Talk.
Okay. Yes, perfect. Took. It's perfect. Took. We took a taxi. The taxi driver was very nice and has lots of things about New York and Manhattan. Nos contó, él nos dijo a lot of things about New York and Manhattan. Which verb?
A ver. No estoy muy seguro, pero diría que podría ser told.
Yeah. He told us, right? The taxi driver told us lots of things about New York. Thank you so much, Pedro. Let's finish with number 7, 8. Let's listen to Samara. Samara, what about number 7? So we have the verb pay, say, stop, think. We have 4 verbs, right? Pay, say, stop, and think. So Samara, what about number 7? How much is it? I asked the taxi driver when his car in front of the hotel. Samara, ¿cómo podemos decir cuando el taxista paró su auto in front of the hotel?
Stop it.
Stopped. Yes. Okay. Este D va a sonar como una T. Stopped. And number 8, Samara? When that it was $52.
Pay.
Well, he paid, no. El taxista no nos va a pagar, pero we have pay, say, think.
Say.
Yes, in the past, when he said, right, here it's going to be said. Okay, thank you so much, Samara. Let's finish with this, please. Sebastian, what about number 9 and 10? So we just need to use 2 verbs. Number 9 and number 10. So we have pay and think. Right, Sebastian? Which verb are you going to use in number 9? Pay or think?
Think.
Okay, in the past.
Si no me equivoco es talked.
Thought. I thought that it was impossible, right? Imagine to pay $52 from the airport to the hotel. That's a lot of money. So I thought that it was impossible, but it was. So number 10, Sebastian, how do we say the verb to pay in the past? Similar to set.
Sería paid.
Paid, right? Paid. Yes. Okay, that's going to be. So please, it's important. Today we have learned these 2 verbs, right? These new verbs. It's important that you remember the verbs. Let's check if this was okay or not. Let's see. Well, yeah, it was okay. But please, it's important that you remember the verbs. Yeah, with me we can practice, but it depends on you if you remember. Sí, conmigo vamos a ver verbos, muchos verbos, pero ya depende de ustedes si se los quieren memorizar, cómo se los van a memorizar. You have to do it actually. These verbs are important. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Well done. Now, let's continue with the book, please. Today we're going to, remember we're talking about news, right? So today we're going to read this news about an Australian police. Well, this is a Spider-Man, actually. It's a French Spider-Man, actually. So only by reading the headline and the pictures, I want you please to look at the headline. Australian police arrest French Spider-Man on Sydney skyscraper. Yeah, so here we're on page 88, eyewitness accounts. What do you think means eyewitness? I think you understand the word eye, but witness, what do you think is eyewitness accounts? For example, here I don't have any example of witness. No. But the people that are on the floor, those are eyewitness. Okay? No idea? So eyewitness are the people who are going to see something happening. I'm going to try to give the example. Eyewitness means, for example, that you're walking on the park, doing anything special, but then you see a person that is stealing, or a person that is cheating on somebody. So you see that and you don't say anything. So you are an eyewitness. What could be an eyewitness? Any ideas? Eyewitness? No ideas? How do you understand that word? Eyewitness accounts. Probably, no. Edson, you have any idea about what's the meaning of eyewitness? Eyewitness accounts, right? Remember that the eyewitnesses are going to be people that are down on the floor, people looking at the Spider-Man. No, any ideas? Okay, eyewitness es testigos, ¿sí? Son las personas que están viendo. Eyewitness accounts. So I'm going to write here. Just by looking at the pictures, look at the pictures and the headline. What do you think is going to be this? So Australian police, right? If you hear this police, she's from Australia, arrest French Spider-Man. So if you see this man, he's a Frenchman. Sydney, where is Sydney? So Sydney is in Australia. On Sydney, skyscraper. What is a skyscraper? Skyscrapers son los edificios que son muy altos, demasiado altos, tienen muchos pisos. No son unos edificios normales de 20 pisos, son de 50, 70 pisos. ¿Sí? En español les decimos rascacielos. That's why here you have sky, cielo, scraper, right? Rascacielos. So this happened on Sydney skyscraper. Let's read, please, the article. Read the article and complete the sentences using the words in the box. Building, started, film, fine, ropes, top, documentary program. So I want to listen to you. Shall we start reading? Abigail, can you read the first paragraph, please? We're going to listen to you, Abigail.
Okay, teacher. Sydney police arrested Alan Roberts, 44, also known as the Human Spider, as he climbed the 41 Royal Bank of Scotland Tower in Sydney. He didn't use any ropes or safety equipment and climbed in a strong wind.
Okay, thank you so much, Abigail. That was perfect. Here we have another verb, right? Well, this verb you already know. Climbed. Yes, as he climbed. Normalmente escalamos un árbol, escalamos una montaña. We climb mountains, right? Climbing mountains. So this verb is climbed. Acuérdense que la ED no va a sonar. Acá va a sonar como una D. Climbed. And here you have one more time. So, Abigail, any difficulties here? ¿Alguna palabra que sea difícil para usted en este párrafo?
No, teacher.
Okay. So, can you tell me what's the meaning of rope? What does rope mean?
¿Cuerdas?
Yes. So remember that he climbed the skyscraper, right? Using no ropes. So without ropes. If you look at him, he doesn't have ropes. Thank you so much, Abigail. Let's continue with the second and the third paragraph. In this opportunity, we're going to listen to, let me check. Sharisti? Sharisti, can you help me with the second and the third paragraph, please? Sharisti, are you there? No? Okay, so let's see who's going to help you. Let me check. Okay, Ronatan, that you didn't participate today. Ronatan, can you read please the third paragraph? We listen to you.
Ok, teacher, el segundo párrafo, ¿no?
Yes, the second and the third. Second and third.
Ok, teacher. A TV cameraman filmed has his climb from a helicopter for a documentary program. Hundreds of people stopped to look as he climbed the tower. After they finished the climb, police officer took him to the police station, where Robert paid a fine of 200.
2000? Pardon, it's okay. 200.
Austrian dollars. This was the human spider's 80th free climb, climbing White House ropes, and he steered in Sydney.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Well, so we're going to pay attention to some pronunciation cases. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Please, it's important the pronunciation of the regular verbs, right, in the past. Filmed. So I'm going to say them, and please repeat them. Filmed, stopped, yes, stopped, climbed. Okay, so probably I'm going to put here a sticky note for you to read. So when is going to sound like a D? Yes, here you have. Climbed, right? Filmed. In this opportunity, the ED is going to sound like a D. Climbed, filmed. When is going to sound like T? Well, in this case, with a stop. So ED is going to sound like a T. Stopped. Sí, directamente de la P nos vamos a la T. Stopped. I know probably it's a little difficult, but please, I need you to practice, ¿ya? Sí, probablemente es muy difícil este sonido porque no estamos acostumbrados a decir pt, right? But I need you to practice, okay? So hundreds of people stopped to look as he climbed the tower. After he finished, right, here again with a T, finished the climb, police officers took him to the police station where Robert paid, another verb, a fine of 200 Australian dollars. This was the human spider's 80th free climb. Which number is this? 80th. ¿Alguien puede decirme qué número es este? 80th. And his third in Sydney. No? So we have 80th.
18.
Okay, do you think it's 18? Do you think it's 18? Actually, here we don't have teenth. No tenemos el... Right? So no, I don't think it's 18. So 80th comes from 80, right? Comes from the word 80. ¿Sí? Acuérdense de todas estas palabras que terminan con Y. 50, 40, 60, 70, 80. Para los números ordinales, los ordinales nos indican un orden, right? We're going to do it like 80th. In Spanish, I don't know how to say it. Ochenteavo, yeah. This was the human spider's 80th free climb. So this man, that's what he does, right? He climbed. And his third in Sydney. Sí, es su tercera vez que climbed the tower. Okay, that's it. So please remember the ordinal numbers. Okay. So thank you so much, Renata. Let's finish with the last paragraph that in this opportunity I'm going to read it. Robert, right? That's the name of the person. Robert first climbed a building at the age of 12. Imagine to start climbing at the age of 12. When he got locked out of his apartment and decided to climb up 8 floors to an open window. Yes, that's the reason he decided to start climbing. Sí, es por eso que decide empezar a escalar edificios. Such an interesting purpose. Anyway, let's answer the sentences that we have here. We have a new word, yes, that, for example, fine. What is a fine? Ropes. Abigail already told us what is ropes. See, ropes, cuerdas. Remember that he's a free climb, right? Free climb, climbing without ropes. Significa escalar sin cuerdas. Free climb. But what about fine? For example, here you have this expression. I'm going to put it with green. Robert paid a fine of 200 Australian dollars. What is a fine? Aquí no es un adjetivo, ¿no? Es un sustantivo. Because when you say, how are you? I'm fine. No. No tiene nada que ver con el estoy bien. Esta palabra significa otra cosa. Robert paid a fine of 200 Australian dollars. Any ideas? What could be a fine? You think it's legal to climb a building? Is it legal? Can we? If it's possible to climb a building, it's good or it's bad? I would say it's not correct. It's dangerous and you're giving a bad behavior for the rest of the world. So this is not good. As it's not good, we're going to put fines. Yes, son multas. Robert paid a fine of 200 Australian dollars. So please, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to look at the sentences and complete with the correct word. Read the article again and complete the sentences using words in the box. So please, if you need, read the article again. ¿Sí? Si necesitan volver a leerlo, vuelvan a leer. And complete the sentences with the correct word. Meanwhile, I'm going to call the attendance. Abigail is here. Brisa, no. Carlos, no. Dana is here. Edson. What about Stephanie? Is Stephanie here? Stephanie, are you here? No. What about Gonzalo? Is Gonzalo here? Is Oliver here? You know anything about Oliver? Oliver, are you here? And what about Jordi? Is he here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Jordi. So that's it. Okay, Harold, please, can you help us with number 1 and number 2? Which words do you use in number 1 and number 2?
Number 1 is ropes. Number 2,
Okay.
building.
He climbed to the building of the RBS, right? What's the meaning of RBS? Bank of Scotland. Okay. Yes. Tower before the arrested him. Okay, let's check. Thank you so much, Harold. Sharisti, please, can you help us with number 3? What do you have in number 3? Sharisti? A TV station declined for a Sharisti, are you here or not? Okay, Harold, are you sure that here in number 2 the word is building? He climbed to the building? Do you think that's possible? Because we have he climbed the tower, right? He climbed the tower, but until where he climbed? ¿Hasta dónde escaló? Building, started, film, find, ropes, top, documentary program. Pardon? Okay, anyway, we're going to check later. Let's call another person. So, Sebastian, what do you have in number 3 and number 4? A TV station declined for a... Sebastian, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Filmed.
Perfect. Filmed for a... ¿Para qué pueden filmar? Para un...
Sería documentary.
Documentary program, right? Or a documentary program. Yes, that's it. Thank you so much, Sebastian. That was it. So let's finish. Jonathan, shall we finish with you for number 4, 5, and 6? What are the words that you put here? Jonathan, are you there? So the police gave Robert of 200,000, pardon, 200 Australian dollars. So, Jonathan, what do you think?
Okay, teacher, the poll sería find.
Yes, a fine, right? Give Robert a fine. They gave him a fine. What do you have in number 5?
Start.
Okay. This wasn't the first time he climbed it a tall started. Do you think that's possible? To say a tall started?
Sería tap.
Okay, could be top. No, actually it's not top. Anyway, we're going to check number 2 and number 5. And the last one, number 6. Sí, siempre después de un sujeto necesitamos el verbo. So here, which could be the verb? He was very young when he
Started.
Yes, started. He was very young. He started climbing buildings. Okay, let's check number 2 and number 5. He climbed to the top. Okay? He climbed to the top RBE's tower before the police arrested him. So the top, we cannot climb to the building. That's not possible. Sí, no es posible escalar hasta el edificio. Vamos a escalar hasta la cima, right? To the top. Let me check here. Okay, number 5. This wasn't the first time he climbed a tall building. Yeah, so here we're going to use the word building. A tall building. And that's it. So there you have the sentences of what happened with the Spider-Man, with the French Spider-Man. Remember, this man is from France. Anyway, let me make zoom. Yes. Do you have any question about the words? Any word that is difficult for you? Siempre que tengamos textos, traten de leerlo y si hay alguna palabra que no entiendan, well, you can ask me, right? I'm here for that. No words? No difficult words? Okay, so now let's read the Twitter. We're going to read some answers from Twitter. Remember that these Twitter messages are from the eyewitnesses. Yes, these Twitters are from the eyewitnesses, los testigos, right? The eyewitnesses accounts. So remember that there were people on the floor. Read the tweets, Twitter messages, sent by eyewitnesses who watched. They watched the human spider as he climbed the tower. Underline information that is different from the information in the article. So, siempre tergiversan las noticias, right? That's what normally happens. In Bolivia, it happens a lot. So we have the news, but then people start telling, no, that person told me, no, it is said that, right? So here we have some information. Acá tenemos una noticia, acá tenemos la información correcta, la información verídica, but here we have some eyewitnesses accounts. Underline the information that is different. Underline information that is different from the information in the article. So let's read, please, this news. We're going to start. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Anyway, I'm going to put it. Okay, Juanca, please, can you read the first tweet? What does the first tweet say?
Read.
Yes, can you read the tweet?
Yes. Exclaimed there now. Dressed as Spider-Man. It's incredible. The power is 41.0 meters here at
400,
last.
400.
Okay, 410.
Yes, 410.
Meters here at last.
At least.
Oh, least.
Okay.
Least.
Juan Carlos, you think this information, what's the difference from this information to the article? ¿Qué información encontró que es distinta la del artículo? He's climbing up there now, dressed as a Spider-Man. It's incredible. The tower is 410 meters high, at least. What do you think? Okay, 410 meters. Do we know here the height? Let me check. Well, we don't have here the height. I want to move this. But we know that he arrived until the 41st floor, I think. I need to move this, but I cannot.
It's correct. The police arrested Robert Altman, the human spider, as he claimed it. The Scotland. Lawrence Sydney, Gilliland. Use any roads or safety.
Well, actually, we don't know. We don't know how high it is, right? No tenemos la información de qué tan alto es el edificio. So, yeah, it's different, perfect. That's a different information we have in the article. And another information, Juanca, una información más que no tenemos en el artículo.
Name.
Well, in the article, yes, we know that he's Robert, Alan Robert. But do you think we know that he's dressed as a Spider-Man?
No. Es increíble.
It's incredible. Do you think he's dressed as a Spider-Man? If you look at the picture, is he dressed as a Spider-Man?
Se me fue de dressed.
Yes. ¿Qué significaba la palabra dressed? No, el verbo en esta ocasión. Well, let's remember about dress. ¿Qué parte de la vestimenta de la ropa es dress?
Ay, qué triste. Ve.
Dress.
Es como.
Anybody remember?
Es como vestido, algo así. Creo.
Okay. Yes, that's it, right? Y como está en el pasado, tenemos el verbo vestir. En pasado es vestido. So he's climbing up there now, dressed as a Spider-Man. Entonces, ¿está vestido como Spider-Man?
No.
No, he's not dressed as a Spider-Man, right? No, we don't have that information here. Okay, so we're going to highlight this information.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, that's it. So we don't know if he's dressed as a Spider-Man. Well, we can look at the pictures, right? And we know that he's not dressed as a Spider-Man. And the tower is 410 meters high. We don't know that. Probably this eyewitness is exaggerating. We don't know. Sí, tampoco sabemos el tamaño del edificio. What about the other tweets? Let's listen now to Jose Luis. Jose Luis, can you read the second tweet, please? What does the second tweet say? Jose Luis, are you there? No, Jose Luis? Okay, what about you, Janet? Janet, please, can you read the second tweet? We listen to you, Janet. No, Janet is not here. Okay, Fernando, please, could you read the second tweet?
Okay, miss. A helicopter is flying over him. It's the police. They're going to arrest him.
Okay. Which information you think is different from the article?
Helicopter is flying over him. Yes. Is the police? No. Era
The television program,
TV
right?
cameraman.
Yeah, perfect.
Mm, mm,
What
lo último de they're going to arrest him. Yes. Eso fue cuando bajó. Ya, so,
Well, not when he goes down, but when he arrived to the top, right? He arrived to the top and the police were there. The police were waiting for them, for him. So, well, we don't know that if they arrest him, but we know that they give him a fine. After he finished the climb, police officers took him to the police station where Robert paid a fine of 200 Australian dollars. We don't know if they arrested him, actually. Okay, so arrest him, well, that doesn't say in the article. We know that he paid a fine. Sí, solamente le hicieron pagar una multa. Pero no sabemos si lo arrestaron, right? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fernando. Let's go with the third tweet and let's listen to Edson. Can you help me with the third tweet? Edson, are you there? No, Edson is not there. No, Edson is not here. So no, Edson is here. Okay, Abigail, can you read please the third tweet? What do you think? Is it true or false? Well, what's the information that it's correct?
Lo leo, teacher, ¿no?
Yes, please.
I'm watching the human spider, but he's having trouble. I think he's going too far. Oh no, he's falling.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so what is the information that is different from the article? Abigail, what's the information that it's different?
Lo que dice falling.
Yes, so in any moment, the article says that he falls down, right? He's falling? No. This person, this eyewitness, ese testigo, this eyewitness, tries to catch people's attention, right? Because in order to say, I'm watching the human spider, but he's having problem, I think he's going to fall. Oh no, he's falling. It's just in order to have reviews and more views and in order to call people's attention. But yeah, this is not true. And the last tweet is, he's crazy, kids. Do not imitate this. Okay, so that's the last tweet. That, of course, we don't know if he's really crazy. And yeah, of course, we don't have to imitate that. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so this is in order to see the difference, right? Here you have an important article from a newspaper, but here you have eyewitnesses' accounts. So please pay attention to what you read. ¿Sí? Siempre presten mucha atención a lo que leen. Siempre vean la
Teacher,
fuente. Yes?
I want to retire one moment, please.
Why? What happened, Juanca? You have to
Tengo que ir a la tienda. Solo un momento. Son 5 minutos. 5 minutes.
But can you go? Can you go later? Is it that important?
Oh,
Can't
yes.
you go later?
It's my lunch.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to buy your lunch. Okay, hurry up. Probably they are going to close the restaurant.
Thanks, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so try to watch the final of the class. Okay, so one last thing that I want to tell you is please pay attention to the pronunciation, yes? Sí, la última cosa que les voy a recalcar es la pronunciación del pasado. Yo sé que aquí ven a la letra E, but please remember in English we don't say ed. ¿Sí? En inglés no van a sonar la E y la D. Filmed, no. Filmed. Stop it, no, please. Finish it, no. So please, I want you to practice that. Stopped, climbed, finished. Yes? And other verbs that you have in the list. So that's for you. And yeah, and the last thing that I want to tell you is pay attention to what you read, right? Pay attention to the source of the news, ¿sí? Siempre presten atención a la fuente de la noticia, de quién viene. If it's a person on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, so I don't know. Probably it's not true. Yeah, try to read always from the newspaper. Now we're going to pay attention to some expressions. This is going to be the last class. I think we're going to do this tomorrow. Yeah, right now we're listening to a song in order to wake you up. So let me check it. So this song is very old. This song is called Yesterday. Here you have the verbs. Here you have the verbs come, be, seem, have, and say. Yes, we need to put these verbs in the past simple, of course, because we're practicing the past simple. So I'm going to play the song once, and I want you to write the verbs in the correct place. So I know that you don't have this picture. Anyway, I'm going to send you this picture. Give me a second. If you want to write, but it's not necessary anyway. Sí, no es necesario que lo escriban en este lugar, but you can write it on your notebook. Sí, solamente pueden escribirlo en su cuaderno. You just write number 1. So it's the verb seem, but in the past, seemed. Number 2 is the verb have, but in the past, had, right? Pay attention, please, to the verb to be. Anyway, I'm going to send you this to the, write the correct verb in the correct place. Okay. Yeah, it said some. At him later. So we don't want to see this part, but the other one. Okay. So everybody, please, are you ready? I need you to listen to the song and put the correct verb in the correct place. Yes, we're going to listen only once. Te vamos a escuchar una vez. You're going to tell me number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we only have 5 spaces. Shall we listen? I don't know if I'm sharing the sound. Let me check. No. Okay, now yes.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had.
Okay, so we listened to this song once, and now we're going to check the answers. So let's go randomly a person. And Jordi, please, can you help us with the first space? What do you have? Jordi?
Lo tengo que completar.
Yes. Of course.
Creo que era sim, ¿no? Sí, sim.
Yes, in the past, right? So here we're going to put seemed. So we just add ed. Yes?
Symmetry.
No seemed, but seemed.
Ah, seemed.
Yes. Okay. Es cierto, agregamos la ed, pero lo vamos a pronunciar como d al final. Seemed. All my travels seemed so far away. Yes? Thank you so much, Jordi. That was it. Abigail, what do you have in the second space?
Game?
Yes, perfect. Yesterday came suddenly, right? It came suddenly. Perfect. That's it. Edson, I don't know if you have some problems. If you're here, can you tell me number 3?
Set. On.
Okay. Had, right?
Had.
Yes, perfect. Why she had to go. Sí, porque tuvo que irse. Yeah, perfect. So it's the verb have in the past. She had to go. Thank you, Edson. Jose, are you here? What do you have here in number 4?
Teacher, me habló, es
Yes.
que tengo mala señal, teacher.
Yes. Okay. So, what do you think comes here?
Sería, can.
No. So we have here number 1, seemed,
Say.
set, right? In the past.
Sí.
I said something wrong. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Jose Luis. That's it. All right. And now let's go with Samara. Samara, what about number 5, the last verb? Which verb we didn't use? Samara. No, Samara is not here. Okay, probably you, Dana. Can you help me? So, Dana, the last verb is the verb to be. So, how can we write in the past simple, Dana?
Common?
Because we already used come here. Yesterday came someone. Pasó de comes came. But what about here? Number 5, the verb to be in the past.
Teacher, ¿me lo puede repetir? No la escucho muy bien, la escucho entrecortada.
Okay, probably it's the internet, I don't know. So Dana, here you have, right, the last space, and you have to use a verb here. Yesterday, love, such an easy game to play. So which verb in the past? Which verb are you going to write here in the past simple? So Dana, as is the last one, we have the last verb that is the verb to be. Sí, el último verbo que nos queda es el verb to be. So Dana, how are we going to write this one in the past simple?
Was, teacher?
Yeah, that's it. That was it. Love was an easy game. Okay? So I'm going to send you the answers. See, game. Number 3, it was and number 4 it was set. Number 5 it was. And there you have the answers. Okay, well done. So now, thank you so much, Dana. We're going to stop here, but please, tomorrow we need to do this part. So let's do this and we finish with this exercise. The events in order. We just need the events in order, right? So remember that here we have article. So we already know the correct. Shall we put these sentences in the correct? For it will be the first one. He got to the top of the tower. They took him to the police station. They arrested him to watch him. He started climbing the tower. A helicopter arrived. They found out the helicopter was from a TV station. They asked for his identity card. So I think the first one would be number 1. Pardon, number 5. He started in the tower. And then what happened? So we're going to do this part. No, I have this sticky note. Okay, I hope that you're reading. Janet, what do you think is the next thing that happened? So he started climbing the tower, and then what happened?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? So number 5 is the first one, right? We need to put these events in the correct order. In el orden correcto. So number 1 is he started climbing the tower. And then what happened? ¿Cuál sería el siguiente evento? ¿Qué fue lo que pasó después? He started climbing.
A helicopter arriving.
Okay, could be number 6. Why not? A helicopter arrived. That could be number 2. So, thank you so much, Janet. Let's try to do one more, but anyway, this is going to be your homework. Nadie, what do you think? What could be the next event? Nadie, are you here? Okay. Yes. What do you think happen later?
He go to the top of the tower.
Okay, you think that will be number 3? Well, I don't think so. Because he got to the top of the tower, that will be almost at the end, right? What about number 4? People stopped to watch him. What about they found out the helicopter was from a TV station, right? So, no, I don't think number 1 will be number 3. Any other option? Maybe? You think would be number 4 or number 7?
And fourth, teacher.
Okay, so yes, he started climbing, a helicopter arrived, people stopped to watch him, right? Okay, thank you so much. What do you think happened later? Okay, we're going to stop here.
Sorry, miss.
Okay. So, Fernando, what do you think will be the next event? People stop to watch him.
They found out the helicopter was from a TV station.
Okay, could be. Yes. They found out that the helicopter was from a TV station, right? Okay. So we're going to stop here, I think. Tomorrow we're going to finish this part, but I want to finish right now. We don't have time. Yeah, so try to put the events in the correct order, because tomorrow we're going to practice these phrases. Yes, finally, first, then, later, in the end. That these phrases we already know. So we already know them. So try to put them in the correct place. And tomorrow we check together. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So please put the events in the correct order and complete this text with the correct word. First, then, later, in the end, finally. Yes, that's it. So I want to see if the homework is clear or if you have any question. Let's check. Pedro, can you repeat please the homework? What do we have to do? Pedro, are you there?
Sí, estoy, teacher.
Okay. So what's the
A ver.
homework, Pedro, for tomorrow?
Ok, ordenar las oraciones.
Yes, we need to put these sentences in the correct order, right? We're going to start with number 5. He started climbing the tower. Yes, that's one homework. And the other one, Pedro? ¿Cuál es la otra tarea?
Completar el cuadro.
Yes, so I just have to use these phrases. Finally, first, then, later, in the end. Put them in the correct order. Okay? So see you tomorrow in order to complete this. Please don't forget to practice your verbs. That's important. So I don't know if you have any other questions. Also start doing the workbook unit number 8. Yeah, because tomorrow we're going to finish it. So if you don't have any other question, we're going to stop here. Okay. Okay, goodbye everybody. Take care. Have a nice afternoon and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.